Hello there. In today's lesson, we are going to learn about Math, Primary 3, Term 2, Lesson 5. The topic is going to be time. Do you know what's the time now? Let's get started. Okay, as we all know, we need to learn about hours and minutes. So in 1 hour, we have 60 minutes. If I'm asking how about 2 hours, it's going to be times 2. 60 times 2 is 120, 180. All this is in the multiplication timetable 6, which is 60 minutes in 1 hour. So by looking at this table here, I'm sure all of you knows how to convert how many hours into minute, vice versa. All right, let's continue. Here's the first example. Alex takes 2 hours 30 minutes to read a storybook. How many minutes are there in 2 hours 30 minutes? So what do you need to do? Just convert the 2 hours into minute because they are asking in minute. Alright. So 2 hour can be divided into two parts, which is the hour. We change it to minute, which is going to be 120. And then we still have the 30 minutes here. What do we need to do? Just add them both together. So 120 plus 30, you're going to get 150 minutes is the answer for part A. Alright, let's continue part B. Bernard and Carl play a board game for 72 minutes. The question asks how many hours and minutes are there in 72 minutes. So we need to split this 72 minutes into hour and minute. How are we going to do this? Very easy. Okay, there should be 60 in this 72. So we minus this 60 because this 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. So the balance is going to be 12. Okay, so the answer is going to be 1 hour 12 minutes. All right, it's that simple. Okay, now let's try it out. You as the student, let's try to figure out whether you know how to convert this hour and minute into minute. Okay, pause this video for a while, take out your piece of paper and your pencil, try to answer this question here. Once you are done, come back to this video and let's check your answer. Alright, so 2 hours, 52 minutes, just change this 2 hour. 2 hour is actually equals to 120 minutes. So we fill in 120 plus another 52. The answer is going to be 172 minutes. You got it right? Well done. Okay, next one. Question B. 7 hours, 8 minutes. Just change this 7 hours. 7 times 60 is going to be correct. 420 minutes plus another 8 minutes here. So the answer that you should get is 428 minutes. This is fairly simple. Don't make silly mistake. Okay, just know and memorize your 6 times table. This should be easy. Alright, next one. Express the following in hours and minutes. Okay, so we have 95 minutes. We need to change this into hour and minute. So how are we going to do this? Okay, we need to know this. In this 95 minutes, there should be another 60 minutes. Okay, so those 60 minutes, we need to split them up. So it's going to be 60 minutes here plus the remainder is going to be 35, which is equal to 1 hour 35 minutes. Okay, now how about 293 minutes? How are we going to change this to minute to hour and minute? Okay, if you memorize your 6 times table, you should find the closest to 293 is, very good, 240, which is equal to 4 hours. And find the balance. 293 minus 240, the balance is going to be 53 minutes. So that's your answer, 4 hours, 53 minutes for question B. Alright, let's continue. The second part of this lesson is that you need to know about your time and duration. So time is the ongoing sequence of events taking places. We have the past, which is yesterday, present, which is today, and tomorrow, which is the future. Okay, so one day is split into 12 hours running from midnight to noon, which is also known as the AM, and then another 12 more hours running from noon to midnight, which is PM. So if we can draw a timeline here, okay, we are going to start from 12 midnight, which is 12 AM. This is going to be your morning session, one in the morning, 2 in the morning, until 12 o'clock. This 12 o'clock is actually noon, okay? 12 p.m. This is how we write it, 12 p.m. And then this is going to be your lunchtime, 1 p.m., 2 p.m., up until night, 7 p.m. And then until 12, it's going to be midnight. This is going to be 12 p.m. So this is going to repeat the same process. This is part AM, this is PM. Okay, I hope you don't get confused between the EM and the PM. Alright, this is really easy actually. Okay, we can draw a timeline to help us solve problem involving duration. Okay, let's go through the first part of this time and duration. Using timeline to find a duration. Okay, first example here, Mary started her piano lesson at 6:45 p.m. and finished at 8:15 p.m. What was the duration of the lesson? So first thing first, we need to draw the timeline. Okay, and then we can put 6:45 as the starting point and finish at 8:15 as the ending point. Alright, so we draw this model here, the timeline. So from 6:45 up until 7:45, that's going to be 1 hour. Okay, and then another 15 minutes from 7:45 to 8 p.m. is going to be another 15 minutes. So from 8 p.m. until 8:15, there's another 15 more minutes. So just total up everything, 1 hour plus 15 and 15 is going to be 1 hour 30 minutes. That is the duration of her piano class. Okay, let's try it out. Now, student, you get the chance to answer this question here, example 2A. Alright, Joy started her lunch at 12:30 p.m. and finished at 1:20 p.m. The question asks, how long was her lunch break? Okay, so what do you need to do? Pause this video for a while, take out your piece of paper and try to draw your timeline. Once you are done, come back to this video and check your answer. Okay, so we have this timeline here, 12:30 as the starting point for her lunch, up until 1 p.m. That's going to be another 30 minutes. Very good. And then from 1 p.m. to 1:20, there's another 20 minutes. So just add these two together, 30 plus 20, you will get the answer as 50 minutes. All right, very easy. Let's continue. Second part of this time and duration. We are going to use this timeline to find the finishing time. Just now, they are looking for the duration. Now, duration is given, the starting point is being given, but you need to find the finishing time. All right, let's look at the example here. Madam Rosita took 2 hours 40 minutes to bake muffin. She started to bake at 10:05 a.m. The question asks, what time did Madam Rosita finish baking the muffin? So, this is how you're going to do this. Read sentence by sentence and figure out what you need to do. Okay, draw the timeline. The starting point is going to be 10:05 a.m. and then she's going to bake for 2 hours 40 minutes. So we do one by one. What is 1 hour after that? It's going to be 11:05, and then another hour it's going to be 12:05. Then we just need to add 40 more minutes, okay, to make it and at 12:45 p.m. All right, so things that you need to take note here is that 1 hour after 11:05 a.m. is 12 p.m. Look at the words here. Look at the letter here. It is changing from a.m. to p.m. When we pass noon, a.m. becomes p.m. Okay, so did you get the answer? 12:45? Very good. All right, now let's try it out. Okay, you were given the duration and the starting point. You just need to find the ending. All right, Peter is taking a flight from Singapore to Penang. His flight will take off at 11:30 p.m. Okay, the flight takes 1 hour 15 minutes to reach the destination. What time will Peter reach Penang? Okay, pause this video for a while. Try to figure out what's the answer. Okay, let's discuss. Okay, his flight take off at 11:30 p.m. This p.m., is it in the morning or at night? Very good, it's at night. Okay, and it will take 1 hour 15 minutes to reach the destination. Means this is going to be involving 2 days. This is at night, and after 1 hour 15 minutes, it's going to reach Penang the next following day, early in the morning. All right, so 11:30 p.m. Draw the timeline first, and then we need to add another 1 hour. Okay, 11:30 plus another hour, it's going to be 12:30 a.m. This is past midnight already. And then we have another 15 more minutes. So we add 15 more minutes, which is going to be 12:45 a.m. This is after midnight already. So it's going to be 12:45 a.m. Okay, so here's the third part for the duration. Okay, we are going to use the timeline to find the starting point because we are given the duration, we were given the finishing time. We just need to find the starting time. All right, here's the example. Felicia watched a movie for 2 hours 10 minutes. She finished watching movie at 9:55 p.m. The question asks, what time did the movie start? Okay, so as you all know already, read sentence by sentence and try to draw the timeline. Okay, we know that the ending point is going to be 9:55 p.m. We just need to work backward. Okay, she watched movie 2 hours 10 minutes. So we are going to work backward. All right, how are we going to split this 2 hours 10 minutes? They have 1 hour, another hour, and then another 10 minutes. So we'll start with the minute first. 10 minutes before that is going to be 9:45, and then we work backward 1 hour, 8:45, and then another hour, which is going to be 7:45 p.m. So 7:45 p.m. is the starting point for this question. All right, let's try it out, student. You should be able to answer this question easily. All right, Ron spent 55 minutes playing an online game and he finished playing at 5:15 p.m. So that is the ending point. What time did he start to play the online game? So they are looking for the starting point. We have the duration, we have the finishing time. So what do we need to do? Yes, just draw the timeline and fill up the gaps. Alright, so we work backward by minusing 55 minutes. Alright, the first 15 minutes is going to be 5 p.m. and then 55 we need to minus with 15 to find the balance. The balance should be 40 minutes. So we need to minus another 40 from the 5 p.m. Then your answer should be 4:20 p.m. So this is the starting point where Ron started to play his online game. Alright, so let's continue with several word problem involving time. Okay, first example here, Fanny spent 1 hour 15 minutes on her art lesson. She spent another 1 hour 30 minutes on her swimming lesson. She finished her art and swimming lesson at 6:30 p.m. Find the total time Fanny spent on art and swimming lesson. Okay, so for the first part, you just need to find the total time. It is given here 1 hour 15 minutes for her art lesson and then another 1 hour 30 minutes for her swimming lesson. So just add them both together. What are you going to get? Yes, very good. Okay, you're going to get the answer 2 hours 45 minutes for the first part. Alright, now on to our second part. What time did Fanny start her art lesson? They are asking about the starting point. They were given the duration, which is 2 hours 45 minutes, and then we were given the finishing time, which is 6:30. So we need to work backward. Draw the timeline. 6:30 minus 1 hour, which is 5:30, minus another hour, which is 4:30, and then we still have the 45 minutes here. So we need to minus another 30 first, then only we minus the remaining 15. The answer that you should get is 3:45 p.m. This is the starting point where she start her art lesson. Alright. Now student, let's try it out. Okay. Terry helped his mother to do gardening at 8:20 a.m. He took 2 hours 10 minutes to do the gardening. Terry then helped his father to wash his car for 1 hour 35 minutes. At what time did Terry finish washing the car? So over here it is given the starting point, which is 8:20 a.m. and then the duration. He did 2 tasks on this day, gardening for 2 hours 10 minutes, and then he helped his father to wash his car 1 hour 35 minutes. That's the duration. And then they are asking about the finishing time. So what do we need to do? Yes, we read line by line, try to take out all the keywords there and try to solve this question. Okay, so we add the duration 2 hours 10 minutes and 1 hour 35 minutes. You are going to get 3 hours 45 minutes. This is the duration that he took to finish 2 tasks. And then we have the starting point here, which is 8:20 a.m. We just need to find what time did he finish. Alright, so draw the timeline. We start at 8:20 and then we need to add 1 hour first, another hour, and another hour. because we have 3 hours, remember? All right. So now we have 11:20 a.m. We still have 45 minutes to go. Okay. So now we need to add another 40 minutes first because this is going to change from 11:20 a.m. to become 12 p.m. This is noon, right? Lunchtime. And then we still have the remaining because just now we only add 40. We missed the 5 more minutes. So just add another 5 more minutes. It's going to be 12:05 p.m. Alright, this is the answer for this question. Alright, second question. Madam Koo started baking muffin for her daughter's birthday at 10:30 a.m. She spent 35 minutes preparing the ingredient. She then baked the muffin for 1 hour 5 minutes. At what time were the muffin ready for the party? Okay, so we know the starting point, we know the duration, we just need to figure out what is the finishing time. So what do we need to do? Yes, we add the duration first. 35 minutes and 1 hour 5 minutes. What are we going to get? We are going to get 1 hour 40 minutes. Then draw the timeline as usual. We start at 10:30 and then add another hour, which is going to be 11:30. And then we still have the 40 minutes here. What do we need to do? Can we add 40 straight away? We cannot. We need to do step by step. Okay, because this is already 11:30 a.m. We can only add 30 more minutes because it's going to change from morning to noon, 11:30 to 12 p.m. Then we need to remember we still have the remaining 10 minutes as our balance. So we add another 10 more minutes, then our answer is going to be 12:10 p.m. Alright, so that's all from me. I hope you learned something today. Please remember, time is very valuable. Use it wisely. Take care. Bye bye.